gonna wait till some people come. I might be talking to myself today. Hi, Denisha. How are you today? Hoping that more people show up. How was your weekend? Good? I'm working on the dog bed while I'll be talking to you guys as well. I think. Did you do anything special this weekend, Anisha? Oh, nice. When's her birthday? Tuesday. Nice. Does she know that you're making it, or is it a surprise? Oh my goodness. Isn't it lovely how they remind you of these things? Nice. Very nice. Which one did she pick? Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for coming. How was your weekend? Okay. No rush. I'm working on my dog bed at the same time. I'm anxious to show you guys what I unexpectedly made or finished or made. Yeah. It came. It was out of the blue, and didn't take that long to do. So I was happy about that. Did you do anything special, Rebecca? Denisha was saying that she's been working on a beach bag for her daughter's birthday. Water. Oh, ice water is so good. Well, I'll just wait a couple more minutes to see if anybody else shows up, and if not, I'll tell you guys and show you guys. I'm excited about it. Okay, come on. Oops. Yeah, I'm working on pet bed. This is the side. That's the side of the pet bed. And I'm making this I-cord. So that's the thickness of it. No, I didn't do anything special either. Except for get the grass cut. But I am in so much pain right now. I should have taken a painkiller before. But oh well. That's life. You do what you do what you can. Right? Okay. Enough waiting. Who wants to see what I came up with this weekend? Oh, have you? Who were you with? Penny on Zoom? Thank you. Oh, my fingernails are dirty from the garden. Nasty me. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't, I didn't use a pattern for this dog bed. I just measured the size that I needed and started crocheting it. It's all just single crochet. I wanted it like a thick. So it used used up a lot more yarn than I thought it would, but that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside for a minute. Oh wait, I've got two things to show you. Oh, I'm telling you, it's big and it's heavy. So you know how I mentioned that, or I showed you when I got my my last diamond painting of the Harry Potter glasses and the magic book and the owl. Well, I finished it. And here it is. There. Hi, Tracy. Just showing my diamond painting that I finished. Can you see it sparkle? Or not really? Yeah, I hear you, Rebecca. I just have my mobility scooter. Thank you, Beth. Okay, take my lights off for a minute. And I'm gonna show you what I made. Hang on a minute. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna try to stand up. Oh my goodness gracious. This is showing up as yellow, but it's really orange. I don't know if you can see the sides. It was just, it started out, oh, it was just one of those wraps, the bathing suit wraps. Oh, it is showing up orange. Wonderful. And last year, it was so hot. Mind you, I made this for like a beach cover-up. I mean, a bathing suit cover-up. So, and last year, I cut a hole in the middle of it, but I didn't have a sewing machine. And it's been sitting for a year on my washing machine, folded up, not knowing what to do with it. So then it dawned on me, oh, why don't I crochet a neckline? So that's what I did. And then to, whoops, I think it's inside out. Hang on. And then to stitch the sides together, I crocheted the sides and then left the opening for the arm. So yeah, that's not a very good view. Guess I'm too close. But what on earth is in here? Piece of paper. So yeah, so I don't have to throw this out now. And I'm so happy. It needs to be ironed, I guess. But I thought doing the sides like this, because it was really easy to crochet actually right through the material. So that is what I did. Thank you. I have a bunch more, but none of them. This was the only one that I had cut a hole in it. I cut a hole, and then it was like it was too big, and I didn't have a sewing machine, so I just left it. And I am so glad that I did not throw this out. So glad. So that, is what I finished. I think the thought just came up to me on Friday night. Thanks. I was kind of pleased with myself. I wasn't sure. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it exactly where, so like the stitches on each side line up together. 'Cause I didn't want it lopsided, but it turns out that it worked out well. I was just really careful on the spacing of the holes. And yeah, so yay! And it came at a perfect time because next weekend, my son and I are going to a church retreat up in the Muskokas. It's called Camp Crossroads. Love it there. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it's on a lake. I think it's Black Lake, if I'm not mistaken. Not too sure. So I wanted it to be finished by next weekend so I can take it and wear it when we're in the water. It'll be fun. I was hoping to have my van before going up there so I can bring my mobility scooter, but so far no luck finding a good one. So we still have this week. It'll be good if we find it. Otherwise, we're getting lifts from someone else, and I'll just have my manual wheelchair, which my son's not too happy of having to push me around everywhere. But considering I'm paying for his share of the retreat, he can do that. So I'm really really excited about going. Although I don't know how I'm going to manage this with Titus, because Titus does not like the water. I should get him, I should remember this week to pick him up a life jacket. So so I don't have to worry so much in case we end up taking him on the boat or something like that. Okay, there we go. Now, are the lights bothering anybody? Because if they are, I can take them off. It's just easier for me to see. Anyone? No? Gee, I was so hoping more people would come. But the weather this weekend hasn't been... Hi, Jenny. Is that how you pronounce it, Jenny? Jeannie. Okay, thank you. That's that's a good way of showing how to pronounce it. Yeah, so Jeannie, you just missed my unexpected finished object. I just finished showing everybody. I made a top out of those, what's it called? Is it, it's not a sarong, or is it? Is it a sarong? Those things that you wrap around your waist over your bathing suit. But it's been sitting with a hole in it. A hole in it for, I love this neck light. It is the best thing I've ever purchased. This sarong has been sitting on my washing machine for a year, with a hole in the middle because I wanted to make a top out of it, but I didn't have a sewing machine. So what I ended up doing was I ended up crocheting the neck and the sides together, and then leaving an opening for the arm. So yeah, thank you. This neck light I got off of Amazon. There are a lot of different models of it out there, but this one is from LEDgie. And I have to be really careful because I can't have anything that has any kind of weight on my neck. Otherwise, it gives me like a lot of pain. But this is really, really light. And there's also, let's see if I can see it. If you guys can see it, there, right here, there is a USB port to charge it. So you never have to buy batteries. And that's why it's so light, because there are no batteries in it. I will put, after this live goes to video, I will put the link down below. And it's my link, I guess. I'm not sure how it works, but Amazon might give me like a couple of cents if anybody purchases it through my link. Oh, hang on. Of course, the dog wants out. Hang on, Titus. Oh. Oh boy. Okay. Oh. And there's three different settings: low, medium, and high. You can have one or both or the other. Yeah. So I can have this on all day and without having to charge it, like through, stopping through the day. It's got quite a good life left. So I'll put the link. I better write that down so I don't forget. Sure. I take a pen that doesn't work. Hello. Okay. Put link to necklight. All right. That is written down. I shall do that. And I paid, I don't know, it was around, it's around $24, and I think that was Canadian. So in the US, it should be a little less expensive. Yeah. And with Amazon Prime, I got it like in 2 days, I think it was. So I love Amazon Prime. We've been ordering from it, and I even got some yarn from Amazon. My son's ordered a couple of things from Amazon, and he listens to the music, Amazon music, and I watch the movies from Amazon Prime. So yeah, it's money well worth it, because the amount of membership it is for a month, per month. Hi, my son decided to drop by, wondering what's going on.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Come and say hi.
Hello.
He won't show his face.
I mean, when your username is so closely linked to mine, like, there's a reason I don't show my face.
Yes, he does have a deep voice. I haven't told anybody what your
Anybody can. It's not hard. Like.
Okay. All right.
Like,
Denisha says, hi, hon. He just went like this. Oh, dear. What a character. Yeah, he's 24. Where the time goes by, I don't know. Is he famous? No, he's not famous, but he plays online. He streams online.
Haven't in a while, but yes.
They're asking if you're famous.
No. Definitely not. I played with some prominent gamers, but me, myself, no.
Oh, boy. Can you let the dog in, please? Okay, I'll cover it. Hurry up.
Besides, the people with the tech knowledge are supposed to stay on the other side
There we go.
of the screen.
Sorry, had to do it. No, if you saw his face, you wouldn't know who he was.
Probably not. No.
No.
I've never actually ever shown my face, so.
Yeah. He's his face is anonymous online when he's streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has seen it. They just hear him. Hit that. Hit. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. Denisha says her son is a gamer and plays with some pretty prominent online gamers.
Any usernames I might recognize?
What's your son's username? Do you
See if I
know?
recognize it. Or any of the people he plays with.
He's waiting to find out. You're terrible.
The suspense will remain until I choose otherwise. Here's a good solution. When you reach a big enough milestone, I might say hello.
Okay. You hear that? When I get like tons and tons and tons of subscribers, then he'll show his face. No, off the top of my head, I don't. He's 24 and has his own house.
That doesn't really help me with anything.
Oh.
If I had a username, at least I can try and figure it out. Because on the unlikely scenario that I know exactly who you're talking about, I probably played with them.
Yeah.
You never know.
Oh, well.
Oh, if you ever find out, let me know.
Oh, my. Yeah, he likes his games, that's for sure.
I heard that.
Hi, Teresa. Oh my goodness, you're in the hospital? What's? I hope you'll be okay. Everything, like, you don't have to tell us what's wrong if you don't want to. Oh. People have been having a lot of problems with YouTube lately. Does your husband Wayne Drick Lamar?
What? That's the username?
I think so. Cellulitis and oh boy, is it pneumonia? WAYNEDRICKLAMAR. He doesn't recognize it. Bye, Rebecca. Thanks for stopping by.
I'd have to look that one up. Lamar sounds familiar, but it's probably from something else.
Not quite pneumonia. Good. Hope it doesn't get there. Pneumonia is not fun. I've had it and it's just terrible. Okay, I'm missing something here. Have I missed out on something? You're the second person that's congratulated Beth. What's going on? Oh, did you? That's awesome. Ah. Oh, that is fantastic. Well, congratulations. I bet you're excited to get it. Which one was it? The one that was a secret of what your favorite stitch was? It was, yeah, that's fantastic. It's nice when you know somebody who's won. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's so cool. Have you sent her an email already? Of telling her where to send it? Yeah, Denisha, that's awesome. Heidi, hi. How are you? I'm I hate, you know, I'm often reluctant to say how I actually am doing, just because I feel like I'm complaining, and I don't like to complain because it doesn't do me any good, and it doesn't make me any better. Um, yeah, well, my pain has been really bad. I've had to resort to taking my morphine painkillers. So the sooner I get the van, the better, because then I will be able to start going back to my pain doctor, who's an hour away, to get my nerve blocks. Thanks, Teresa. Yeah, I'm going to put a link to it. Thank you, Jeannie. I'm going to put a link to it after this live becomes a video. So if you guys are interested, you can purchase it. No, I'm not working. Well, actually, yeah, it is brunette velvet. It is dark, but the lighting here, right here, is not really good because my craft light is burnt out, so I have to replace the fluorescent bulb. But hang on a second, and I'll show you what I'm working on. A moment. Oops, we're not. What the heck? Okay, hang on. Sorry, everybody. I've messed up somehow. Okay, there we go. Hang on. There. Okay. I'm working on the dog bed, and that's the side. This here is the side, and I'm making an I-cord to attach it, to attach the two together. Hi, Madonna. Glad you can make it. Yeah. How are you? How's your weekend been? I won maybe a couple of months ago. From, oh my goodness, she's I forget, because she doesn't have a lot of videos, only once in a while, so the name's not in the forefront of my brain. So yeah, but yeah. Yes, I totally agree with you, Denisha. It's been fantastic. It's great to be able to, you know, come on here and have a chat with people, get to know people that have the same likes as you do, because you get it, you know, you get it, you just get it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to do this. My doctor is changing my medication. So I'm kind of in between the new one and the old one. So my emotions are all over the place. And I know my son can testify that. I get irritable really easy, and I can cry at the drop of a hat, and so thanks, guys. It's been a difficult ride, and I'm just hoping that everything is sorted out before. Yeah, yeah, it is. Mental health issues. I have chronic depression and severe anxiety, and although my depression was being controlled, my anxiety was not. So yeah, I don't think you can see it now, but all the red patch here, when my anxiety starts getting really bad, is I will pick at my skin and just pull it off. Yeah, sorry. So that's why we're changing medications, to try to get my anxiety under control. So yeah. Thank you, Denisha. Yeah, I guess so. Thanks for making me laugh. Thank you. Thank you, Denisha. That's really appreciated. Yeah. Yeah. Although I just watched a video, what was it, Boston Medical or something? Where a man was in a lot of pain, but the emergency department, the doctors there said he was fine. So he took all his clothes off and thanks. So yeah, he took all his clothes off and then went out in front of out the hospital and sat on the curb naked because he wouldn't. He wanted something done. So yeah, that was quite funny. Oh boy. How are you getting through it without the medication, Teresa? Yes. Yes, you certainly can. Hey, Michelle. Hmm. Yeah, it's not a fun issue to go through, especially, society still hasn't accepted it as, not completely, as another just health issue like you would have diabetes. Um, so there's still stigma with it, but it's slowly getting better, I guess. um, I'm as far as healthcare, I'm so glad and so lucky that I'm in Canada, because the majority of our healthcare is still paid for. Um, although uh, although more and more things are being um, taken off of our healthcare. Physiotherapy used to be paid for, not anymore. Um, there's a lot of medications that aren't paid for anymore. Um, and one of the big issues is with cancer. There are certain cancer medications that are no longer paid for, which is really sad. Ooh. Oh my goodness, Teresa. Yeah, there are people who refuse to take medications. Um, it's sad, uh, because when people are on the medications, and myself included, that when I take the medications, I'm so much better and I'm not depressed all the time. And um, the the worst time I ever went through it was after my first service dog died, and before I got Titus. I was in a deep depression to the point where I wanted to commit suicide. And my doctor admitted me to the hospital, whether I liked it or not. Um, Not that the hospital really helped, but uh, getting on a better medication, or increased my medication, adding another one really helped a lot. And then as soon as I found um, my Titus, everything just went for the better. So, oh, I'm so sorry, Denisha. It's not, oh, Teresa. Oh my. I'm really sorry to hear all this, guys. Yeah, my son went through a period of it too. And, mother's worst fear is waking up or walking in your kid's room and finding him gone. I was I was afraid to go to sleep at night at that time. But he's in a really good place now. So, and improving every day. So I am really thankful for that. 25. Wow. That's a long time. I was only there overnight. Teresa, I would imagine you're in the States. No way. Really? That's completely unacceptable. Yes, I agree, Heidi. Wow. Unbelievable. I know that I know that I had to sign a paper with my doctor that I wouldn't see any other doctors unless it was at an emergency department or urgent care clinic. But if I did have physiotherapists and different healthcare workers sent to my house, a year and a half ago when I injured my knee and then had to have surgery. I didn't lose my doctor for that. So that's horrible. Oh, that is so hard. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Madonna. Well, you know what? That's okay. Hey, at least she's honest. Whoa. How do you... that just boils my blood. It makes me so angry. I'm laughing on at Denisha's comments about Madonna. Madonna's being disciplined by Denisha. I don't understand how people how this happens to people. Like, okay, I've got a CPAP as well. I don't use the water. Although in the wintertime I do sometimes because everything gets so dry. Wow. Did you find a doctor, Teresa? Oh, that just that makes me so angry that people have to suffer needlessly. And it's all a money, power, hunger thing. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that, Teresa. Oh. You know, the government is run, and not just the States, but here in Canada as well. they run for the rich, not for the middle class or the poor. It's just healthcare should be a right, not a privilege. I know, Denise. I know you're joking. Anyway, just let's. Yeah. Well, believe you me, when my son was in elementary school, yeah, before I started. Teresa, that's no, that's it goes the same thing for you. Yeah, the Canadian guy is good looking. I'll give you that. Teresa, the same thing goes for you as it does for me. You know what? We're here to support each other. And, if we can't be here to support each other, then what's the point of this all? We need people. We need each other. And sometimes when you hey, Granny D, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. Oh, Teresa, I don't want you to cry. No, it's good to share our experiences of life with each other, because sometimes talking through it with other people, even when, we know each other through the community on the internet, but not all of us in person, but it still gives us the same kind of support. When we just talk about things, sometimes it makes us feel better just to let it out. And also, we might get ideas from other people that we wouldn't have thought of ourselves. So, or they might know. We don't. Okay, I'm losing my train of thought here. Hang on a second. Or there might be services that people know about that we might not know. So, it's good to be around people who want to support each other. And our community does. I know quite a few people who are out here and do care about what we're all going through, emotionally, physically, spiritually. It's Heidi is right. Yes. God does want us to lean on each other and care for each other. We're not meant to be alone. We're not meant to go through life alone. So, yes, it's Justin Trudeau. Yeah. Premiums doubled. Wow. I'm very thankful that I live in Canada. Because I know if I need whatever health care I need, I will get. But yeah, I think I started this by starting saying that when my son was in elementary school, he has his own disabilities. He actually has Asperger's, but we didn't know it at the time. So I didn't care whose feet I had to step on to get him what he needed. There were some teachers that did not like me, but I don't care. I got him what he needed, and that's what mothers are for. Now, he hasn't done a lot of good things. Now, his father, on the other hand, Pierre Elliott Trudeau, was the prime minister when I was a little kid growing up. He did a lot for Canada, a lot. But, you know, we're not all the same. So, I am one that, well, I mean, I was in the healthcare profession. So I know what some things should be done and what shouldn't be done. And I'm not afraid to open my mouth to get what is needed. And especially when it's children. If anyone is hurting a child, I will speak up. I've even called police on people. So I'm not afraid to do that either. Heck, I did it on my own brother, who now, like, we have an awesome relationship, but, you know, just saying, so you kind of know, get the idea of when I mean business, I mean business. Like, don't cross me, people, because I don't like when kids are hurt. Anyway. Yes. Who's Shamar? Okay, I need to catch up on this conversation. I've been yapping too much. Okay, who's Helen? And who's Shamar? Helen's video. Oh. Oh, okay. I'll have to check it out. Yes, and plus animals. Yep, exactly. Yep, exactly, Beth. There was once, was it last year? I think it was last summer. I was in a store, Giant Tiger, and or before I went into the store, I noticed that there was a dog inside a car, and it was a very hot day. So I called 911 right away to start off with. And then I went inside the store that the car was kind of parked in front of. And in a very loud voice, I said, "Does anybody in here own the car with a dog inside?" So an elderly man spoke up, and I started reaming in on him big time. He left his cart with everything in it. He was just about to go to the cash, and he left the store. I told him that, well, you know, I already called the police. So, and gave them his license plate and all that. So they'd find him one way or another. But yeah. Then one lady had come up to me afterwards and she said, "Oh, thank you so much for doing that." Yeah. Teresa, if don't be afraid to advocate for yourself either. You got to speak up. People who stay quiet don't get what they need. I found that out the hard way. You know your body better than anyone else does, even doctors. So yeah, you need to. That's when you need your friends, Teresa. That's when you need to reach out and talk to us. Yep. Veterans, I agree. Absolutely agree, Denisha. Good for you. Good for you. Sometimes, that's what you got to do. Yeah. Yeah, I have found that as well. Oops. Just reading, trying to catch up with everybody's posts. Yeah, Teresa, you got to promise that when you start feeling feeling that way and depressed, and you need to promise that you'll reach out to us, whether in a private message or on YouTube or Facebook, or leave us messages, and we'll be here. We got to be here for each other. That's a good idea, Heidi. To remind us. Good for you, D. Yeah, we need to cheer each other up. I definitely feel better. You're half D, you're half an hour away from Teresa? Wow. Why are you feeling crappy, D? Oh, nice. That's always nice and exciting when you get to meet people. I know Maria from Maria's Quilts and Crafty. I can never remember. Maria's Quilts and crafty things or craft items. She's planning on a get together for next year. Aw, that's so nice. So I'm gonna have to really save up my money and get my passport done. Mine expired a while ago. And yeah. Haha. You can never have enough yarn. No kidding. Yes. Isn't that so true though, on how, you know, crocheting or knitting or any craft that we do is so therapeutic. At least I find that. Yeah, it's when I was in college, going through nursing, my anxiety would get so bad that in the beginning of the exam, one of my teachers actually analyzed my exams, and she said, you know, you start off like with a 98% average, and then each section I got lower and lower as I got further and further into the exams until it caused me to fail. And she said to me, she says, I know you know your stuff, but it's the anxiety of the exam itself. So at that time I knit. So I started knitting. Everybody else was outside the exam room cramming last second to get all, you know, as much knowledge as they could. And I sat there and I knit. And I did well on every exam thereafter. So yeah, it helped me out big time. Are people leaving? Did I miss something? See, I ramble on too much and then I miss conversations. This is not good. Bye to anybody who's leaving. No? Oh, okay. Good. Wow. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Thanks for clarifying that. Come on. Shoot. Messing up a stitch. There we go. Yeah. Heck, when I get my vehicle and my son and I, well, my son really wants to go back to the States. I want to take him across Canada first because that's what I did this past fall. I did a trip well, friend who was a friend at the time. We traveled across Canada. That was awesome. Oh, Canada is so, so beautiful. But um, um, I lost my train of thought again. Oh yeah, my son wants to go to the States. So need to save up money, and then when we do go to the States, we'll have to stop off at everybody's to see everybody. Start down on the east side of the States and travel to the bottom across to the west, and then go back up home that way. That works. We did, what was it, 6 years ago? We made a trip down to Florida. I'm not going to go into the reasons why, but we did some, okay, this is going to drive me nuts. We stopped in West Virginia. We stayed at someone's house for a couple of nights there, and then continued driving down to Florida. Stayed with a person there for about a week, and she just happens to work at Disney World, so we got to go to Disney World for free. That was just awesome. But then when we came back up the other way through Texas, up that way, and through up to Michigan, because we picked up a couple of baby rats for a friend of mine in Michigan. So we brought them across the border for her and dropped her off on the way home. Dropped them off to her on the way home. So yeah, it was yeah, it was a nice travel, but when I went across Canada in the fall, we went from Ontario, traveled up around the Great Lakes, and then headed west all the way out to Victoria Island, and then back. So we haven't done the East Coast. So I want to take my son out east to Quebec and Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia, because I grew up actually in Quebec. So I want to take him to the house where I grew up, show him around there. So yeah, I've told that, Nova Scotia and PEI are gorgeous. So I'm looking forward to seeing that if it happens. Ooh, excuse me. That was rude. We've been on for over an hour. Wow. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, we can't pick our family, but we can pick our friends. Ah. Sorry. I think it's because it's hot. That's why I'm starting to yawn. But, yep, that's for sure. Okay, Yarn Dragons, I'm so sorry, but I missed when you came on here. But hi. Yeah, I'm using it just for the I-cord around the corners. The rest of it, the rest of what I've used is Bernat blanket. No, traction's no fun. Yeah, I don't know if you, oh, but it's really big. No. No. I've only gotten like this much done in the last hour. It is heavy, I tell you. Because it's Bernat blanket, and because I wanted something thick, because Titus, when he wants to get really comfortable, he'll claw at it. So I wanted something pretty sturdy, and I'm pretty sure the Bernat blanket will hold up to it. Yeah, well, I have tears in both my shoulders, so holding anything up is sometimes a lot heavier than it actually is, but this bed cover is heavy. Okay, Madonna, I'm not going there. I'm not touching that one. Oh no, what happened here? Ugh. Yarn came up. I hate when there's knots in the middle of it and then it comes undone. Ugh. Let's see. Oh well. Don't know where my, oh, there they are. Nope. Where are my scissors? They're gone. My scissors are gone. Oh, there they are. Oh, talk about yarn barf. Oh my gosh. I don't know if anybody else has ever tried Feels Like Butter by Lion Brand. I mean, I absolutely love how soft it is. But every single ball that I have tried to get the center from, the barf, half the skein comes up in barf. It is really, really annoying. And then it's so tangled up. Like, oh my gosh. I spent half a day trying to untangle one of the balls. It gave, yeah, it did. It certainly did. Yeah. Yes, Lori, that's what we mean. Oh gosh, no, no, no. No, it's when we're trying to pull the middle of get the end from the middle of the skein. And it just a whole bunch comes out. That's yarn barf. Yeah. Oh, Center pull pukes. Oh, come on. You've piqued my curiosity, Lori. Gotta know what you call it now. You're going to be good. All right. All right. What on earth is going on here? I've messed up somehow. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Do you? I'm sure we've all heard worse. I got my winnings from Naughty Crocheter. Ooh, nice. What did you get? It smells all pretty. Okay, I've really messed up on here, guys. Ugh. No. Okay, frogging. How far do I have to frog? And there we go. Only a couple stitches. Oh, nice. I really liked the Annie's gift subscription. You know, the one where they have all the squares, then you put it together to make a blanket or an Afghan. I really like that one, but yeah, frogging means ripping it, rip, you know, sounds like a frog, so rip rip out stitches. But to have it delivered to the States and with the exchange rate is just too expensive. It would not be worth it. So I'm getting hot. Sob? Okay, what does SOB stand for? Safeway had a box of... Happy Berry. They're coming out with so many different subscriptions now. Spark Yarn. What's Spark Yarn? Oh, it's a G. Oh, I have to be so careful with the type of yarn I use because I'm allergic to wool, mohair, any animal fur I cannot use, and nylon. And then there's even some acrylic yarns that I can't use, or I can crochet with it, but then I wouldn't be able to wear it. So Wow, that's a lot of granny squares, and we're only 6 months in. Teresa, what do you mean you're behind? Red Heart gives you hives. Yeah. I have to be so careful. That's why I really like Feels Like Butter. I have never felt anything as soft as Feels Like Butter. I don't know if any of you have ever tried it, but it's really nice. Yarn Utopia is 365 days of granny squares. Wow. Well, you're far wait, no, how much? 250. Yeah, that's like way more than 2 a day. Hey, nature. When did you slip in? I'm sending 22 pounds of Red Heart Super Saver to Amber. Ooh, crochet. Nice. Wow. Oh, Nadia. Okay, who's Nadia? There's so many people I'm finding out that I don't know. Okay, what's RHSS? Red Heart Super Saver. Never mind. It just dawned on me. Nadia is your okay. She just had a baby. Nice. Ooh. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I'm I'm thinking of doing something because there's like for donations because who is it, the Crafty Floridian, she's doing squares, getting people to send squares into her, and then there's yeah, Michelle, you might just be right. I saw a post, a picture on Facebook earlier today. This person, it's a picture of a person sitting down with their feet up. They've got those clogs, is it called? Crocs. And there's a ball of yarn with a stick through the yarn and in the holes of the Crocs, and she's using the yarn that way as she's crocheting. I thought that was so hilarious. Did you? Yeah, and there's someone else. Jane, I think her name is Jane Scrap Yarn. She's having people send hats. Scraptastic Yarns. Thank you, Heidi. I'm thinking of doing something for charities around here. I know they have something for people who can't afford to purchase coats and stuff, but it's also for hats, scarves, and mittens. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do that. I'm not sure. What do you all think? Is that a good idea? Would people actually send it to me? Jane Wynn. Yes, that's her name. Oh, okay. I'll have to check. I thought it'd be nice if I did something local. Yeah, and then there's also the Humane Society is always looking for blankets. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some more details about doing it, and then help the kids. Yeah, because like I don't want to post my address, like on my YouTube page. And I looked into getting a post office box, but holy cow, it's expensive. So I don't know, maybe I'll just chuck it up and get a post office box anyways. It's like, I don't know, $60 for 3 months for a really small box. Yeah. Yeah, well, my post up there's like a post office outlet at our drugstore, and I can get to it from my mobility scooter, so that wouldn't be an issue. It's just the cost. Everything is so darn expensive. And even shipping, it's less expensive for me from Canada to ship to the States than it is anywhere here in Canada. How does that make any sense? But, oh well. $80 a year? Wow. That's pretty good compared to ours. Yeah, the rates for mailing anything just keeps on increasing. Every January, you can be sure that it's going to increase, and yet they keep taking away services. Like, we don't get door-to-door service anymore. You have to go to a community box and my nose is itchy. Pick up your mail from there. But we have to pay the same amount that people who do get door-to-door service. It's ridiculous. And we don't have the post office is open on Saturday, but we don't get anything delivered on Saturday or Sunday. You're excited your son was bullied, so it's a great cause. I missed something about a cause. Yeah, my son was bullied too.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, here he is again.
Apparently, I'm walking in at the perfect time. Go figure.
Naturecraft says hello. Yeah, he was bullied really bad. Really bad.
Sorry, what?
Not talking to you.
I know, but you're talking about me.
Well, yeah.
That's close enough.
Just the bullying that you went through.
Yeah. No, that was bad. At least.
You want to know something really strange too? I had my son in kindergarten. I had him in the Catholic school system, and then grade 1 to 3, I had him in the public school system.
Yep.
And then grades 4 and halfway through 5,
6.
6,
Halfway through 6.
6. I had him in the private Christian school. And do you know that the worst school, that the school that had the worst bullying was the Christian school? Go figure.
On the one hand, I'm not too surprised.
So that was, Hun, can you make supper, please? But anyway, so that's, they're on the counter there somewhere. So that's why I ended up homeschooling him. And he excelled so well in homeschooling.
Yeah, I'd finish halfway through the day. When I had no limitations, done.
Yeah, I would make, in the mornings, I would make his list of what subjects he, what he needed to do in each subject. And I'd have that list for him.
3 hours, done.
And yeah, he'd be done by like noon. I'm hoping he's going to make hamburgers.
You can't see it, but my face right now is just like... Bye.
Yes, absolutely. Cheese makes everything taste better.
What? Say that one again?
I said cheese makes everything taste better. He said, no, it doesn't. Oh, I'm so sorry, Teresa. Bye, Lori. Thanks for joining us. It was good to have you here. And with that being said, it's been like almost an hour and 40 minutes.
Longer than that.
So I think this is where I'll send it through the internet. Okay, Lori? Oh, that sounds so good. Wow.
You know you're old when you say, I'll send it through the internet, and not, I don't know, emails or a private message or DM or any other.
I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. You got my mind off of a lot of things and made me feel a lot better. And I so appreciate, I really appreciate all of you subscribers that come back, and then for all my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being there. I love you all. You guys are so wonderful. And just, whenever somebody needs to talk, just reach out to one of us. I'm here. most of the time here on Facebook. Yeah. So love you guys all. Have a great night. And yes, definitely nature. I will do that next time. Love you all. Have a great night. Bye.